Hi everybody, it's Claire from Handmade at Hudson's, and this is a project that I am going to show you how to make today. So this is quite a quick, simple card using a stencil, and inside I have also used the Snowflake Wishes stamps, and so is this your May Season, May Sparkle, and then I've just added some basic rhinestones. So this could be done with any sort of snow stencil or snow stamps and that you might have, and I'm just going to show you how to make this one. And of course, as always, this is just an inspiration for you to look and see what you have and to create something. And to be honest, I'm not normally a sparkly girl. I quite like this. I'm not quite at the Chloe school of glitter yet, but I'm working on it. So let's move this out of the way and I'll show you what you need to create this card. So I have got my Snowflake Wishes stamp set, and I've got some on blocks. Now this is actually too big a block, but I don't know where the other one is, so I'm just going to leave it on that. So I've got the Snowflake Wishes on a E block, but realistically you can use a smaller one. I have got my May Your Season Sparkle on a D block, and I have got my snowflakes for the inside on a C block. And then I've got the Snowflake Stencil from the July to December catalogue. I've got my rhinestones so I can be a bit blingy blingy. I am using Balmy Blue on this card along with Mr. Moonlight, whereas the original is just purely Night of Navy, but I thought we'd mix it up slightly. And then I have got two pieces of card, one card for the card base, which is your normal card base size, and the measurements will be down below. And then I have got another piece of white card to go on the inside, and this is 1/2 centimetre smaller than your base, so it completely depends. So I've got my measurements, metric measurements, I've got bits on me, and the Imperial measurements below. So let's move on. Oh, one more thing, you'll also need some blending brushes. So I have got a Stampin' Up one and one that I've got from Amazon, which is a bit smaller, but it's up to you what you use. I'm sure we've all got our own collections of blending brushes, so let's move on and do the inside first. So I'm going to do the inside stamping first. So I'm going to take this bit out and I'm going to take these away. So I think I'm going to go that way around again. So I should have said, although my card is a 10 fold, I'm actually going to have it open like this. So it's going to be a bit of a different opening to how you would expect a 10 fold to open. So I am going to stamp this way. Now, if I did it the other way, there wouldn't really, if I put the stencil on this way, there wouldn't really be enough space for my sentiment unless I made it sort of a vertical snowstorm instead of a angled snowstorm. So I'm not going to do that. Right, so I have got my sentiment. I'm just going to ink this up. So I'm just inking it up in Mr. Moonlight, which is currently my favourite colour, along with Just Jade. I'm going to be so sad when they retire. So these are Just Jade and Mr. Moonlight are two of the colours which are in the 2020 to 2022 in colours. So we'll be retiring in April. Now I'm actually going to bring in my scrap piece of paper As you can tell, I have been ink blending on this, and that's just because I'm going to stamp off the side. So I'm just going to do a few there. So there's our inside ready to go, and I'm just going to put that up here just for a second to dry. So now I'm going to move these out of the way before I get them everywhere. Now we can move on to the front of the card. So I have my scrap piece of paper. I have got my card base, and I'm just going to check how it opens. So normally there'll be a little gap at the bottom for the base of the card because the front tends to be a bit longer. And I'm just going to take some low tax stencil tape that I have currently around me and stick this bit down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take my stencil tape, and I'm going to move it this way, and take my stencil and decide which way that I want to use it this time. Now I think I'm going to do that this time. I might turn it over. Okay, so I'm going to tape my stencil down at the top, and then it's up to you whether you stencil it down, whether you tape it down on the other sides. I have got a make art station, but I think I will be, actually I think I might move it over so the gap because we're not using this side, but we want to make sure that this side's full. So let's stick this bit down. So I'm actually just going to do this very strangely because I don't want to add these bits to my card. So I'm just going to get some more stencil tape, and I probably could have done this with shape instead. Please excuse if the cat is munching in the background. So of course, once you've decided to do this, or how you can make multiples, it's quite an easy card to make multiples of. I just want to push that up a bit, take that corner off. Okay, so that should be cleaner now than the other one. So the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my Misty Moonlight and my Balmy Blue. So I'm going to take my Balmy Blue brush, ink up my brush, tap off the excess, and then so I'm simply going to add the snowflakes. Tapping off the excess and then going round in circles, and I'm not pressing too hard. Please excuse if you can hear Tom again in the background. He is being naughty. And the cat. So it was freezing here last night, so we currently have 3 of the outside cats in the house and 2 sat outside the door. So one of them won't come in at all, One of them will come in, but the kittens that are currently in the house chase them all away. So it can be quite amusing. Not for the cat, I'm sure. The kittens are very, very naughty. Sorry, my partner's just come in to tell me that the naughty kitten has currently stolen the dog's bed. So earlier in the week, the kitten jumped on the dog's head to get the bed off her, which is quite amusing. Well, I think so. Anyway, so I have just gone round in circles, added, dabbed off, and done that. And then I'm going to bring in my darker colour and tap that off. And then I'm just going to use that sporadically across my card. And there we are with that bit done. And I'm just going to lift this up. And there we have snowflakes on the card in 2 different colours. So we've got Mr. Moonlight and in Balmy Blue. And I'm going to close these up. Or this one. And then I'm going to take my other sentiment, which is May Your Season Sparkle. I'm just going to ink it up with Misty Moonlight. And there we have your card. So I'm going to move this to one side. I'm going to close up my Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to move this to one side. So the last thing to do is to add your inside to your outside and then add some bling. So hopefully my glue will work. I was playing with it earlier, so I'm hoping I've picked up the right glue. And I probably put far too much glue on. So generally you're supposed to put it around the outside and through the middle. I seem to have put it everywhere. So you just want to line up the middle part, and then I'm just going to take my Take Your Pick tool and my rhinestones. So for the big one, I'm going to put a big rhinestone in the middle and then another one in there. And then for the smaller ones, I'm going to go for, so it depends actually. I quite like, and of course you can add as few or as many as you like. I am currently subscribing to the Chloe School of Glitter, so lots of bling. Let's go for a little one over here. So you have May Your Season Sparkle. So let's bring in the original. So here's my original and here's my second card. Now you can tell on my original I didn't mask off the snowflakes, so they're not perfect, but I think this one looks a lot better and a lot cleaner. And as I said, when you have your stencil set up, you can just push different card bases underneath and you can make multiples and multiples. It's quite an easy one, and I think that looks really rather pretty. So the pictures of course will be on my website, handmadeathudsons.co.uk, and as with the sizes and the instructions and everything that I've used to create these cards. Thank you very much for pressing play on the video today. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you are aware of when I next post. My posting is a bit crazy at the moment due to gremlins, but I'm hoping to get back on track soon. So thank you very much for pressing play and I hope to speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye.